Welcome everyone to Tuesday, and welcome to Shifting Your Relationship with Money. So this is a big topic. It's a big topic individually, culturally, society, and definitely within the last 2 months of our collective lives right now. And whenever the topic of money comes up, it really touches us at our core. It's such a survival trigger for so many people. And so money is a very big topic, and it's so wounded. Because on the one hand, we're really attracted to money, we need money, we want money. But then on the other hand, we've got all these conflicting emotions around it, and it's a never-ending bugbear throughout our lives. So Jen's got some phenomenal techniques and some processes and some knowledge that she's going to share with all of us today. I just wanted to kind of chat a little bit about the kind of metaphysical aspect of money. So the first thing, and I kind of alluded to this last week, is for right or wrong, money is directly related to our self-worth. Okay. As an example, we automatically, without knowing anything about the person, if somebody appears to be wealthy, right? They're the CEO of a large company, they're driving a great car, and they're traveling all over the world, we automatically make them greater than ourselves, and we automatically put ourselves a little bit less than. And we somehow think that they're more successful than us, more worthy than us. And then by the same token, we walk past somebody who is barefoot begging on the street, and we automatically make ourselves greater than them. Okay, so this is an unconscious thing, and it's not a case of right or wrong or whether we're good people or bad people. It's just this weird thing in society that we've kind of started to do. So because our self-worth is so tied up with money, because it's that external validation, right? When we're able to, because it's at our most primal level, it's how well we can survive, right? How beautiful our cave is, how secure our cave is, and how well we can provide for ourselves, right? The quality of food we can buy, the quality of education we can provide for our children, and everything else. So it's very, very, very much a survival element for us. Now, because of that, it triggers our most deeply wounded survival issues. And because of that kind of relationship that sometimes we're aware of and sometimes we're not, it really does affect our self-worth. So as just give you guys an example of that kind of process of how we relate with money and how the kind of life cycle that we have with money that can change on a daily basis and a yearly basis, and as we change and go through our lives. So we set out to do something, and let's say that you're employed and you get a salary, right? And then you get a promotion, and we feel so good about ourselves because now we think that we're worth more, we've been seen more, we're capable of more. And so the external validation of more money builds up our self-esteem. If something doesn't work out, if we get laid off, a project we started wasn't successful, there's been not a recess in the economy, what's it called? If there's been a recession in the economy similarly, and there are things that happen outside of our ability to control, right? Again, we use that as a reflection of our self-worth, and we start doubting ourselves. We start thinking, well, obviously I'm not good enough, I'm doing something wrong. So there's all these emotional attachments to our relationship with money. And then another layer of that is the expectation of society, right? There is a certain level that we are expected to be at if we are to be part of society as a whole. So we are always unconsciously and sometimes consciously judging ourselves according to our bank balance. And that makes it a really unhealthy way of being. And it actually makes it very difficult to create the wealth and the stability that we all want. So what the differentiation between really successful people and people who are still trying to create that abundant wealth for themselves is an unfailing belief, right? So there's people who use money as a tool, they understand money, they work with money, and they don't have that emotional attachment to it, okay? For them, money is something that they're going to grow, it's an outcome, and because of that kind of belief and that relationship that they have with money, they are able to manifest it that much easier, they're able to take greater risks, they are able to grow with the money. Unfortunately, the majority of people who don't understand money on a material level, okay, the rules around money, And people who don't understand their personal relationship on an emotional level with money are always kind of waiting for that magic wand, right? Where money will just somehow magically come to them without them actually having to do something. And because of this, we create this push-pull relationship with money all the time, where we want it, we don't know how to attract it, we get some of it, we kind of reject it, we hate it in other people, but we want it. And it's just this really mixed up thing that we have, okay? So we've got to start taking control of that relationship, and we've got to start seeing money for what it is.
Now, I want you to think of money as a person, as a human being. Either a gorgeous woman or a gorgeous man that you want to be in a relationship with. Now, would money want to be in a relationship with you? Because are you respectful towards money? Do you abuse money, or do you hold on to it so tightly, blocking that flow? So if you think of it as a person, you have a very different relationship with it. And from early on in life, your first encounter with money will form your opinion around it. So if you encounter a person for the first time, you either form a positive or a negative opinion. And this is going to determine your relationship going forward. And the same goes with money. So if you form a negative opinion around money, then you're not going to be able to move to the next phase, which is getting to know money or a person. Think of a relationship. You meet the person, you form an opinion, not so crazy about them, not sure if I really want to get to know them. And then you won't be building a relationship moving forward with them. You won't be making future plans with them. So the same thing goes for money. I really want you to see it as a person. That honestly changes your relationship with money. Then there's another way we can actually shift things, and it's also not only around money, but it's anything that you want to manifest in your life, attract into your life, or even enhance existing things that are in your life, like relationships. There are 4 attractive emotions that we can use to do this. The one is love. The second one is enthusiasm. The third one is inspiration. And the last one is gratitude. So those are 4 very attractive emotions. And if you use those in your life every day, you're going to not only attract money, but abundance on every level and in every area of your life. Okay, now I'm going to go back to what Son was saying about working hard. I've got to work so hard to make money. So I'm going to pose a question, guys, and if you know the answer, just stick up your hand and Son will unmute you. So, does work equal money? Does it? Does work equal money?
Everyone wants to say yes.
It doesn't equal money.
But everyone's too afraid to, because we know it's the wrong answer. We know it's the wrong answer, but we all believe it.
Exactly, okay. Does working hard equal money? I want an answer, guys. No. Phil, does working hard equal money?
No.
Work equals work, and money equals money. They are separate energies, they are separate entities, and if you can get that concept in, you don't need to work to make money. I know it sounds ridiculous. There's some people who win the lotto. There's some people who barely do any work and make tons of money, and there are other people that work their guts out and never have any money, because work equals work and money equals money. So once you establish a healthy relationship with money, it starts to flow. It's not about working harder or smarter or any of that. It's establishing a healthy relationship with money. That's what creates the flow. That's what gets things moving forward. Okay. So an example is people are always waiting for that promotion to earn more money, waiting for that new job that's got a higher salary than they're earning now, or for work to come in. Doesn't necessarily mean they're going to have more money, because often when they're earning a high salary, their expenses go up. So it kind of just says that. So in order to have money flowing to you, improve your relationship with money. That's the key. So one of the things I did to show money respect and to start improving my relationship with it was to have a money tracker on my phone. So it's a little app that you can download onto your phone. And every cent that you earn and every cent that you spend, and it's actually more important to track the spending, you track every single cent. And at the end of the month, it shows you, what am I wasting money on? And you don't even have to improve it. I can't explain it to you. As you start to do this, I didn't even go, what am I wasting my money on? It just shifted naturally because I started to respect money. Before that, I didn't even know what my earnings were. I didn't know what I was spending. I was spending randomly and I didn't know what my earnings were. That's ridiculous. So once I started to respect that, that was my first little shift with my relationship with money starting to shift. It was actually a huge one for me. So that's a great little tip on starting to respect money.